Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the midday news. The headlines. From Minister Narendra Modi to raise issues of terrorism, climate change and development initiatives of his government in the 74th session of UN General Assembly this evening. India reiterates dialogue and confidence building is important for maintaining peace and stability in Gulf region. Counting of votes for Assembly by-elections in 3 states is in progress. Left Democratic Front wins Pala Assembly seat in Kerala. Assam government notifies setting up of 200 additional Foreigners Tribunals to hear appeals of people excluded from final NRC. And in badminton, Parupalli Kashyap is playing against Denmark's Jan O. Jorgensen for semifinal berth of Korea Open. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the 74th session of the UN General Assembly in New York this evening. The proceedings of the UN will begin at 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Prime Minister Modi is likely to address the session between 8 to 9 p.m. Indian Time. Briefing media ahead of the Prime Minister's address, Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale said the Prime Minister will focus on several issues including development and climate change.
The Prime Minister is going to the UN General Assembly with solid achievements in the previous 5 years in Sustainable Development Goals. Our intention, therefore, is to showcase the progress that we have made in issues relating to climate change, universal health coverage, renewable energy, sanitation, and so on. Our Prime Minister will focus on what the United Nations General Assembly's high-level segment is meant to focus, which is as important economy, as an important country, as a responsible member of the United Nations. Prime Minister will flag what we are doing for development, for security, for peace, and our expectations and aspirations of other countries.
Experts believe that Mr. Modi's much-awaited speech is likely to focus on establishing India's aspiration at the global level, apart from talking tough on terrorism emanating from Pakistan. The Prime Minister's speech at the UNGA comes at a time when India is ready to play a larger role on the world stage. India has made significant improvements in almost all international rankings and indices. India's permanent representative to the UN, Ambassador Syed Akbaruddin, said the country's engagement and outreach at the UN General Assembly will be unprecedented and will result in concrete, tangible and action-oriented outcomes. The Prime Minister met the Iranian President Hassan Rouhani in New York last night. The two leaders discussed bilateral relations and exchanged views on regional and global developments of mutual interest. According to an official press release, the Prime Minister reiterated India's support for giving priority to diplomacy, dialogue and confidence building in the interest of maintaining peace, security and stability in the Gulf region, which is of vital importance for India. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said the two leaders discussed bilateral cooperation and exchanged views on the situation in the region. Prime Minister Modi also met Cyprus President Nikos Anastasiades and Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis. India, along with Brazil, Germany and Japan, have made a strong pitch for berths as permanent members in the reformed United Nations Security Council. In a joint statement, the 4 countries reiterated their support for each other's candidatures as aspiring new permanent members in a reformed Security Council, given the capacity and willingness to take on major responsibilities with regard to the maintenance of international peace and security. The statement said there is a clear need for an enhanced role of developing countries and of major contributors to the United Nations to make the Council more legitimate, effective and representative. The meeting was attended by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and his 3 counterparts, Ernesto Araujo from Brazil, Heiko Maas from Germany and Toshimitsu Motegi from Japan. The meeting was held on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. The process of filing nomination papers for Maharashtra and Haryana Assembly elections began today with the issuance of notification. The last date for filing of nomination is the 4th of October. The scrutiny of the nomination papers will be done on 5th October. The Commission has set the 7th of October as the deadline for candidates to withdraw nominations. Polling for the 288 seats in Maharashtra and 90 seats in Haryana will be held on the 21st of October, while counting will take place on 24th October. Counting of votes for the Assembly by-elections in the three states of Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Tripura is in progress, while the Left Democratic Front LDF got a historic win in Pala Assembly by-poll in Kerala. Mani C. Kappan, LDF candidate, has won with a margin of 2,943 votes against his UDF counterpart Joe Storm. In Uttar Pradesh, after 20 rounds of counting, BJP candidate Yuvraj Singh is leading by a margin of more than 8,000 votes against his nearest rival Samajwadi Party candidate Manoj Prajapati. In Chhattisgarh, after the 10th round, Congress candidate Devti Karma was leading by a margin of more than 7,000 votes against her nearest rival Ojasvi Mandavi of the BJP. In Tripura also, counting of votes for Bhadarghat Assembly by-election is in progress. Union Minister of State for Agriculture Kailash Chaudhary has said that economy and agriculture will get a major boost in the regions of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh after the abrogation of Article 370. He said the people of J&K will experience a new breeze of development. The Union Minister said this while addressing the party's Jan Jagran Abhiyan at Ramban in Jammu Division, wherein the party is spreading awareness with regard to benefits of abrogation of Article 370 in the region. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts and News on AIR app.
आज हम मिलेंगे इस गांव की पहली लड़की से जिसने मेडिकल एग्जाम क्लियर करके अपने परिवार का ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे गांव का नाम रोशन किया है। बधाई हो सपना।
थैंक यू।
तैयारी तो सब करते हैं, लेकिन आपने ऐसी क्या खास तैयारी की?
खास तैयारी तो बाबा ने की।
बाबा ने?
4 साल पहले बाबा ने घर पे इज्जत घर बनवाया, तब से बाहर नहीं जाना पड़ा और मैं स्वस्थ और सुरक्षित रह पाई और चैन से पढ़ाई कर पाई। इसी से मेरी तैयारी की शुरुआत हुई।
इज्जत घर के इस्तेमाल से सपना की तरह कई और जिंदगियां बदल रही हैं। इसलिए इज्जत घर का इस्तेमाल करते रहिए, हर कोई, हर रोज, हमेशा।
पेयजल एवं स्वच्छता विभाग, जल शक्ति मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
The Assam government has notified setting up of 200 additional appellate foreigners tribunals for hearing of appeals of those persons who have been excluded from the final NRC. They will be set up in the districts of the state which already have 100 foreigners tribunals. 19 lakh people were excluded from the final NRC in Assam, published on the 31st of August. The excluded people could challenge their exclusion in the foreigners tribunals. As per the notification, Nagaon district will have maximum 15 foreigners tribunals, followed by 10 at Darang district. The Manipur cabinet has decided that any decision on legalizing cultivation of marijuana or cannabis for use of medical and industrial purpose would be taken after getting feedback from the public. Government spokesperson Radheshyam Singh told reporters that the cabinet meeting, presided by Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, discussed the policies being adopted by other states that have legalized plantation of cannabis. Bihar is witnessing rainfall throughout the state today. Met Department has predicted extremely heavy rainfall in 19 districts, including Darbhanga, Muzaffarpur and Samastipur. A red alert has been issued in view of heavy rain. More from our correspondent.
According to Met Department, 21 centimeters rains will be in 2 or 3 places of the state. 7 districts including Purnia, Katihar and Vaishali will witness 20 centimeter rains, while 12 will witness 11 centimeters. Patna and north parts of the states have already been receiving showers since Wednesday night. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar held review meeting in view of Met alert. The state government has advised people, especially farmers, not to be in open places in view of thunderstorm. Meanwhile, water level of Ganga, Bagmati, Son and Gandak has crossed danger mark. With KK Lal's report from Patna, Suparna Bhatia, AIR News, Delhi.
In Uttar Pradesh, people are reeling under heavy and continuous rains for the last few days, and normal life has been badly disrupted in many parts of the state. Meteorological Department has predicted heavy rainfall in some parts of the state in the next 2 days. A report.
Many parts of the state, including state capital Lucknow, are witnessing torrential rain from last 24 hours. At many places, schools have been closed till Sunday. Reports of waterlogging, disruption in power supply, roads caving in and falling of trees are coming from many districts of the state. At least 20 people died in last 36 hours in the state. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has directed officials to provide immediate relief to the victims. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
This is All India Radio giving you the news.
बेटा कहाँ चले?
मैं चला पार्क। वहाँ होंगे कॉलोनी के सारे बच्चे। हम सब मिलकर चलाएंगे स्वच्छता का अभियान। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है
हम 2 अक्टूबर से पहले लगभग 2 सप्ताह तक देश भर में स्वच्छता ही सेवा अभियान चलाते हैं। इस बार यह 11 सितंबर से शुरू होगा। इस दौरान हम अपने अपने घरों से बाहर निकलकर श्रमदान के जरिए महात्मा गांधी को कार्यांजलि देंगे। पूरे देश में प्लास्टिक के खिलाफ एक नए जन आंदोलन की नींव रखेंगे।
स्वच्छता का ये अभियान चलाना है और सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक को हटाना है।
Welcome back. Today is World Tourism Day. It is being celebrated since 1980 on the 27th of September, the day on which the statutes of the World Tourism Organization, UNWTO, entered into force. This year, India is hosting the official celebrations of World Tourism Day with the theme, Tourism and Jobs, a Better Future for All. On the occasion, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu conferred the National Tourism Awards at a function in New Delhi today. Andhra Pradesh has bagged the Best State Award for Overall Growth in Tourism category, while Goa and Madhya Pradesh were joint winners in the Adventure Tourism category. Uttarakhand was awarded Best Film Promotion Friendly State and Telangana for Best State in Innovative Use of IT category. Addressing the gathering, Mr. Naidu said tourism generates revenue and creates jobs and opportunities.
Tourism provides 10% of income across the globe and creates varied employment opportunities. The Indian tourism industry has in fact emerged as one of the key drivers of growth among the service sectors in India. India is now the 7th largest tourist economy in the world.
North Korea said it wants American President Donald Trump to make a wise option and bold decision to produce a breakthrough in stalled nuclear diplomacy. This marks an escalation of pressure on the United States ahead of an expected resumption of talks. Foreign Ministry advisor Kim Kye-gwan stated this days after Trump said another meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un could happen soon. He accused the U.S. of not acting to implement a joint statement issued after the first summit between Kim and Trump in Singapore last year. In badminton, the quarter-final match of the Korea Open men's singles began a short while ago. Ace shuttler Parupalli Kashyap is facing Jorgensen of Denmark after defeating Malaysia's Darren Liu in the pre-quarter-final match in the South Korean city of Incheon. The 2014 Commonwealth Games gold medalist is the lone Indian left in the fray. World champion P.V. Sindhu, seasoned Saina Nehwal and World Championship men's singles bronze medalist B. Sai Praneeth already crashed out of the tournament. In the latest rankings issued by the International Wrestling Federation, World Championship silver medalist wrestler Deepak Punia has jumped to world number 1 position in 86 kg category. But Bajrang Punia lost the top rank in the 65 kg category. Vinesh Fogart has jumped to number 2 in the 53 kg category in women's rankings. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. From Minister Narendra Modi to raise issues of terrorism, climate change and development initiatives of his government in the 74th session of UN General Assembly this evening. India reiterates dialogue and confidence building is important for maintaining peace and stability in the Gulf region. Counting of votes for assembly by-elections in 3 states is in progress. Left Democratic Front wins Pala Assembly seat in Kerala. Assam government notifies setting up of 200 additional Foreigners Tribunals to hear appeals of people excluded from final NRC. And in badminton, Parupalli Kashyap is playing against Denmark's Jorgensen for a semifinal berth of Korea Open. And with that, we end the midday news.